All right.
It's not creepy at all.
Is there an intro, or are you going to go live instantly?
Well, I'm recording now, so you can start.
He's starting over here.
Yeah, right now it's on the wide shot.
Daniel?
Do you want me to turn on TV out there?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm just going to watch that the whole time.
It's all right, you're wearing sunglasses.
That's true. I can just.
You can get
You
away
can
with
watch it anywhere. You can be staring at me the whole time.
I am.
I know.
Every once in a while, I'll just
That's why I
slowly
won.
Yeah.
lean over.
Big one, big one.
It's hard not to watch.
Look at the TV.
Listen in the morning. I look like Lars Ulrich.
Ready?
No, you look
Yep.
better than that.
Well, welcome. Tonight we're going to have some fun. Here is a guest on distracted driving, but when Ray asked me, after seeing the way distracted driving is distracted when they drive, I opted not to be in the back seat of distracted driving, so they set up this nice table with the action figures and obviously the boys from distracted driving.
Hello.
How you doing?
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
I mean, I sit here and envy you when I see you driving around, and you know I've seen that you do leave the center of the universe and go as far as what, Hopedale?
Hopedale. Yeah.
We've traveled farther than that.
Where's Gary live?
Where, Medway?
No,
Medway,
farther.
by the way, is the center of the universe. But that's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, wherever Gary lives.
Yeah, we went up.
Marlboro?
Went up Marlboro.
Marlboro. That's
Acton?
like,
Yeah.
See, we must be, since you have a comic book store,
Yes.
just talk about those alternate universe theories.
Yes.
Because 28,000 people know well that Milford is the center of the universe, and we're out to educate the other 6 billion.
See, I was born and raised in Medway, so
Oh, sorry.
I know. I'll leave the show now.
Tell me about distracted driving. You're up over 50 drives now?
And then some. We've test rode a few shows that didn't make the air. I think we
Is that the one
started-
where Tim put the microphone in the glove compartment or something?
One, we did not have a microphone at all. Second one, the mic was not
That's right.
working properly.
Well, it was working fine. We just didn't turn it on.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
a couple times we had
then
some
we
really
finally got
bad
it right.
memory cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some bad guests, some bad trips, and I mean driving trips.
I was going to say, we don't.
And,
This is a PG show, right? We're not talking about the.
We're PG-13.
We're PG-13.
That is actually that's a good statement because we are PG-13.
Sure.
We try not to be too crass.
We'd show side boob if we were allowed to.
If we were allowed. I think we are.
With all due respect,
Just
side
raise.
boob of the 3 of you, no, it would not help the ratings. I mean, you know,
Yeah, you don't know.
We try not to swear, and if we do, we beep it
Yes, we do.
because it does air on Milford TV as well as our YouTube channel. So we try to be clean, as clean as we can be. And then when the mic doesn't work, that's when we start swearing.
so now, what got you started? You're sitting in a pickup truck saying, we ought to record this?
Actually, yeah, I was driving to Providence, Rhode Island to shoot a wedding about a year ago. It was a year ago this weekend.
Was it really?
Yeah, and I was talking to
The
Ray,
anniversary.
through the Bluetooth in my truck, so I could have hands free, and we were pretty much talking about random crap. Like, you know what, we should record this.
Originally, we wanted to do a blog. It's like that's how it started.
Yes,
let's
start
do
as
a
a blog,
blog,
then we'll do a
then
podcast.
Let's do a podcast, and then let's do a video podcast, and then
Let's put it in the truck, since we like to
So
drive.
You're in the truck.
Yeah.
I mean, sad statement, you have nobody else to talk to but Ray. So you call him, okay.
Yeah.
You decide you're going to do a show,
Yeah.
We had already decided at that point we were going to do at least a video podcast.
and then you turned around and said, hey, if we want action figures, we got to get the comic book guy in?
I don't
Oh,
even remember.
no,
how
he
I got
was already
this.
in.
Oh,
I don't
Yeah.
remember how I was into this. though.
He was living in Tim's back seat at the time, so
It just made sense.
It just happened.
Yeah.
The 3 of us, we hang out in real life as well, so this was kind of a no-brainer.
and your wife didn't see a problem with having Jay live in your back seat?
No, as long as
a
it gets
lot-
me out of the house.
It's a lot bigger than you think. Though. Back there's a lot of room.
It's a 4-door.
Yeah,
It's not your typical truck. There's a lot of space back there.
be nicer if it was a van, but you know.
I know.
We got
Some
it.
people think it is a
Is
van.
he putting a microwave back there or something to make
Eventually,
room?
well, a bar.
Yeah.
So I mean,
A bar would be cool.
for me.
Not even a
That
mini
open
bar,
container
full
thing
scale
may be a
bar.
little annoying.
No
but
toilet, no way to cook food. Just got to get a bar.
Yes, toilet would be good. Just having him do his business out the back window may
got-
annoy the people behind
We
you.
have cups. We're good.
Gatorade
But the thought came,
bottles.
you know what? We could pick people up. You have a talk show, so it's kind of difficult sometimes to get people to come to your show.
Well, especially when you tell them that they're going to be sitting next to the guy who pees in a cup on the
sure.
back seat.
Yeah. But we can pick them up at their house.
That's a
And that-
perk of
That's
the
a
show.
perk of the show. Like we can come to your house, pick you up, drive around for 15 minutes, drop you right back off where we got. It's a 15
Do you
minute.
give them their own cup, or they have to share a cup with Jay?
Yeah, it's up to Jay. Yeah. We have a lot of
Two
people.
guys,
that
one cup. I mean, how
3
much
guys.
more do you ask?
Too
for?
soon.
Well, I'm not getting involved with this.
I don't want to know. Yeah, 2 guys. Whoever's in the back.
Him and his guest.
What's the next question? Let's get.
When you think about 50 shows, what do you think your most memorable moments?
I was drunk during all the most memorable moments. I'm not gonna lie, I really was. Those were the best ones that I hear about.
Now, you made a comment before that you find solace at the bottom of a bottle.
Bottom of a bottle.
And the rumor is that you do that because you're saving the action figure. You drop them in the bottle.
Sorry. That's rude.
We have a problem with Ray.
Sorry.
Continue.
Bring home milk and bread.
No, it's probably his agent.
No.
He's become somewhat of a
Yeah.
prima donna as of late.
Now that he's
Look,
gone, we could talk about him.
Tell him
Do you have any
we'll meet
questions
him,
about that?
But
So
we're
now
not
that
going all the way to
this
his
is
house.
broadcasting not only in
It's a gated
Milford but in
community.
metropolises
We'll
like
never get in.
Mendon, Hopedale.
Amherst.
I don't care if
Amherst.
he's in
We're in
NV.
We're on Amherst local cable.
Wait, he's
We're
got
in
4 or 5
Amherst.
months off. He can't
Yes.
make a trip down to Gillette.
Milford and Amherst.
You
I mean, two
tell him
contiguous
we'll meet
towns.
him there,
We've
or else he's
decided
not
that if we
getting
can
in the
take
backseat.
both sides of the map and just try to work towards the middle, we have a better chance of conquering the area.
But now the issue becomes, one, how do you get the silly glasses off, Ray? But besides that, you got a 30-minute show.
Yes.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, no.
okay. Now
That's
that's
not even awkward.
disturbing.
That's
Yeah, I gotta fix
Guys.
that. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Remember PG-13? Wow. I don't know how you train those action figures,
That
but
was. They haven't seen each other in a
It's too
while.
perfect.
I guess.
All right, 30-minute show.
How do you get to Amherst in 30 minutes?
Oh, we don't. We're on cable in Amherst. They picked up our show.
Yeah. They,
Oh, we haven't
just-
driven.
They broadcast
No.
it. Yeah, we haven't
Not
been
yet.
out there.
we haven't been there
if they
yet.
ask
We're gonna
us
go
to,
visit 'em,
We
yeah.
will.
We'd love to.
We'll do a signing.
So if you had to pick one moment of when you were distractedly driving,
Yeah.
Let me just say, Tim's a very good driver, and he's hardly ever distracted. And sometimes I think of the name of the show, and I Google, and I get worried that everything
Yeah.
goes to distracted driving. But Tim is,
There's also
all
every-
jokes aside, he's a very good driver.
And every
He's
episode,
very
I like
safe.
to. I'm sober. I don't drink.
Oh, he
at
doesn't
all.
drink at all anyway.
I drink for him.
Very important that people realize
For both
that.
of us.
My favorite
You know,
moment.
I hate to say it, but credibility is low when you say you got those two people in your car and you're not distracted. But okay, your favorite moment.
My favorite moment. It's either the tradesman bartenders.
Oh, that was fun.
That was a great episode, or
When they had the show there, or
we.
They had their
They
their
had
staff
their
party.
staff holiday
Yeah,
party.
Christmas party, which I think was in like April.
They
Oh,
have
yeah.
it in March, yeah.
March,
and,
was it?
and we then, one at a time, took all the bartenders from the tradesmen and drove around for about 5 minutes.
Interviewed all of them.
Interviewed all of them.
how cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a blast. It was I think that was our highest rated show too.
Oh, that's most viewed.
Well,
yeah.
that was their party too, so they were all enjoying their night. So to
They-
have
they've
them
been
in the
enjoying
back
beverages
seats,
all day.
All honest, like it was fun. It was a fun
as
night.
was I.
My second.
They were.
And did you do quality control of their pouring skills?
If that's what you want to call it.
My second favorite moment would be Zero Drift in the back seat.
Yeah, that was mine too. We had
That was
a
the
duo.
first time we actually had someone perform
Right.
in the back seat. We actually had
Okay.
a guitarist.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
We had a
need
guitar.
some-
We had a
we need some
guitarist.
clarity here.
Guitarist and a lead singer.
Yeah, Jim and Lou from Zero Drift, local guys. We couldn't figure out how to position Lou with the neck of his guitar.
Yeah, one time it was going out the window.
Yeah.
He wanted Jim to. He's like, "Can you give me a G?" And he's like, "Sure." And he goes like this. He's like, "That's not even close." And he's like,
So we
"Okay."
had Jay in the middle, and I think it was Jim to your right, Lou to your left, and they played a couple songs.
Sounded
Yeah,
great.
Every rose has its thorn.
Yeah.
Sounded great.
It was just the one song? Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah, it
sing
sounded
along.
great.
Since then, we've had a bunch of different people actually performing in the back seat.
And Jennifer Taft.
Jennifer Teff,
She
she's
performed.
late.
She's great. She's late. Yep, two guys. Yep.
Yep.
He had a
Bongos,
thing.
but they're not called
They're
bongos.
not called, but they're
I
called
don't
that.
remember what they're called.
They're not bongos. They're not called bongos.
Well, it's a
the one
different. It's a
drum.
different drum.
Yeah, it's a big
It's not a
drum.
bongo. It's
You'd be
it's a
surprised if
How
it's
mango.
in the
ba-
truck.
I mean, this
That's a
back
lot.
seat is sounding pretty big. If you
That's
could
what
get
I'm
a
saying.
bag,
Well,
you'd
that's
come back
part of the
up.
show,
I get
yeah.
lost back there sometimes.
No, it's not, and that's the humor of it is seeing three people cramped in the back with instruments, and Jay, trying to
In the middle.
Trying to
be
get
Jay.
a
It's
bottle
really
of-
hard to throw it up. No, there's no drinking in the car.
No,
by
of
the
course
way.
No, because the open container law that we're very well aware of. Yes.
On a filming night,
You close the
Jay-
bar in the back of the car, and
Jay gets to the tee nice and early on a filming night, so that he can be primed. But there's no alcohol in the car at
No.
all.
We do see
Dipped in my
police.
belly.
We see police every episode.
Oh yeah, yep. There's always a
It
police
seems to
officer
always
somewhere.
be an officer somewhere.
We're waiting for the first time that we actually get pulled over.
Might be a good show. It might be funny.
Might be funny.
One of
'Cause
my
the-
favorites was a trip down to Twin River with our other friends. There's
We took a larger
three
car
other
for that.
guys.
I was going to say, you put
Yeah.
4 more people in the back seat.
Three other
We,
guys.
we had
We
six
took your wife's
total.
car.
Yeah, we took my wife's car. We had 6 people. And we drove to Twin River.
We called it guys' night out, and it was.
Yep.
We had 2 parts: the ride down
And the
and the ride back. Very different shows.
Yep.
In what way?
We had less money and more
More alcohol.
alcohol-induced people. Yeah,
With the designated. I'm sorry. I
Always
keep
designated
saying,
driver,
always
the sober,
designated
yeah.
driver.
boring.
So it was.
I think it's the only reason I'm on the show.
The contrast with the ride down and then the ride back with 5 guys who had been gambling and drinking all night.
Losing
and,
money.
and losing money. But it was fun. We did that twice, I think. didn't
Yeah.
We didn't film the second ride home.
No.
It was probably a good reason for that. And then we let our wives do a
Wives
show.
had an
and
episode.
girlfriends
Yeah, they had
an
their own episode.
We set up the camera, we hit record, and then they went for a drive.
It was on the same night. It was we were going gambling again, and they were
Took 2
they-
cars.
Yeah, they were behind us, and they kept assuming that we could watch them in the other car.
They were very paranoid that we were watching it. We couldn't see it. They didn't understand how this worked. It didn't go to a satellite,
was on
come back to our
Tim's phone.
phones. Yeah. No. So
We had R.J. Sheedy on the show for about
3 minutes. Yeah.
Was it 3? Yeah.
There was an incident.
Incident.
Yeah.
He brought us a pizza, and he ate half before he
He
even
did,
got
well,
there.
that was the real problem. That was
Yeah.
the incident.
Yep.
Yeah, he brought a pizza. I brought you guys a pizza. Open it up. There's
Half of it's gone.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Teenage boy. You expect less?
Well, he brought us gifts, but he ate half the gift.
Yeah.
Teenage boy. You
So
expect less?
we asked the teenage boy to go to Walgreens and get us some stuff. We gave him a list. He got out of the truck, went into Walgreens. We happened to meet another friend that happened to be in the parking lot. He hopped in and we took a drive. And we never.
Now Jay comes out with a bag
Yeah.
and his taxi's gone.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not sure.
We're not
Yes,
sure.
we left.
We haven't seen
You
him
just
since.
left him?
Yeah.
And actually, the guy that got in, Ricky Robidoux, wrote our
Theme song.
closing song.
Closing, yeah. Yep.
One of our theme songs. We have 2 theme songs, one from Zero Drift and one that closes the show from Ricky. And he actually played that for the first time in the back seat for that
Yeah, he
episode. That was kind of good.
That's the longest red light we've ever been at.
My favorite, actually, it turned into 3 shows because I'm all about the 80s. I love 80s. Everything to do with 80s, from music to movies, everything that whatsoever. So we were going to do one episode just spotlighting 80s. And as we started getting into it, we have like all these lists, like our favorite this, our favorite that. We were like, oh, we're going to have to get to 2 episodes. We're like, that's fine, no problem at all. And by the end of the second episode, we're like, we have to do a 3rd episode now because we haven't even gotten to these topics. So my favorite episode turned into 3 episodes, all about the 80s.
Well, I would imagine you could do multiple shows just on the comic book store.
Yeah,
Which we haven't done
We
a
really
lot of.
haven't. We plug each other's businesses, here and there, but we try not to push that so much. But yeah, we can talk about different aspects of that all over
I think
the
we
place.
share the love of movies and 80s and music. So we
I
tend to
started
talk a lot about
I
that
started
stuff.
going on Ray's radio show. And I'd be going on there to promote something, but we'd end up talking about the new Avengers movie and Captain America and this and that.
Yeah. So we could talk about movies forever. So sometimes we do shows where it's just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then other times we have
Have
guests.
guests.
Well, I got to ask you, comic book store. We
Yep.
all see The Big Bang,
Yep.
and it always has a very eclectic group of people that come in. And is that real?
It's the exact same. It's more so. Come down some Saturday afternoon, and that's when everyone shows. I mean, it is you're walking into a scene, and it is straight out of the TV show. It's great. It's a blast.
It's awesome.
It's it's the best place to be, especially on a Saturday afternoon. Toys, comics, very cool.
I was there last Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
Hung around. You don't even buy stuff. You want to buy stuff, but You just stand there and talk about stuff that you would never talk about.
And then regulars come and go. You know, I get customers throughout the day, but then you get the people that just want to be part of the talking about sci-fi, talking about, you know, comics, talking about movies, talking about everything. And, you know, someone, I don't even, half the time it's people I don't know. They'll just kind of get closer and closer, and then they'll start talking, and they'll, oh, can I interject? Yeah, go ahead, you know.
Never been there.
I
Honestly, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Nobody's
Do you have a
driven you there.
store?
I do.
Wow.
Well, Tim could always go take pictures for you.
You take pictures?
Rumor has it.
It's very neat. Tim took this picture right here. I'd like to show you some of the merchandise that we have done in the past. This is our T-shirt. Kind of like a
Mugshot,
line-up shirt.
Mugshot.
Yeah, and Tim took that.
I think I've seen similar pictures down at Quantico at the FBI Academy.
Post office.
Yeah.
I'm going to show this now, and now Rob owes us $100 for the season, just because I did that.
There's our gas money.
All right.
Still owes us $100 from last season, but that's fine.
We also have stickers. We made some
Just like
bumper
the
stickers.
distracted joke, since this is PEG Access, the payment is also a quip. Because you're not allowed to take payments.
No,
but-
no, it's a donation, or it's a yeah. We get paid.
Those are bumper stickers for Fiats.
Paid in cookies.
I was going to say, they fit on the little action
Mini
figure
coupes,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, we got our action figures.
Yeah, these will be out soon, hopefully for Christmas.
You
Boxed
can have
and-
your own distracted driving adventures. Truck sold separately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, one, two.
picture.
I didn't bring the camera.
Okay.
I don't have time for you.
Oh, that's right. Your action figure does come equipped with a
He does. He has a
camera.
working camera. But
A working camera?
A working camera. What is it, a spy cam?
prove otherwise. You can't prove that it doesn't work.
I don't know why
I don't
you're
have it
yelling
with
at me.
Give a plug for the creator of these,
Oh, this is
because these are pretty amazing.
This is actually from one of my customers. Became a good friend of the store. Jason Johnson. He does custom creations for action figures. He does toy repair. He does the whole 9 yards. But my friend, it originally started. One of my friends, Josh, he was getting married and he wanted to get a action figure done of himself. And the likeness was uncanny. He has a mohawk. He has tattoos. He has big rimmed glasses. And whenever I looked at, they shrank him down. So. He started
This guy,
advertising.
by the way, that's doing this from home, not big machinery.
Nope,
No,
he's just
by
doing it
hand.
right out of his
So
house.
you can just go in and say, I'd like an action figure
Yep.
of my darling bride or
Yes.
my ungrateful offspring.
Yes.
And he'll make them.
Yes, and he'll do it, as you can tell. I mean,
That's what Jay's wearing today.
right.
This is actually my hat. Same hat.
I do not dress the same. I don't have sunglasses in this likeness, but I do have a tattoo. The tattoo's there. My earrings are there. Even my wedding ring. My wife made sure to put the wedding ring on. It's there, yeah. Because this was a gift from my wife.
Again, just some of the people you meet at the comic shop, just amazing people, amazingly talented people.
Well, that's really cool that
Yeah.
that's done, custom.
Custom.
Yep. Amazingly talented people in the back seat of our truck, too.
Yep.
Who else
Yes.
have we had on? We had Gary Summers.
Yep.
Who's a big, he's Mr. Pop Culture.
Yeah, he
in the
he
area.
originated on the Antique Roadshow.
Yep.
Jeff Belanger.
Jeff Belanger, paranormal expert, adventurer, author.
Actually, I'm gonna take that back. That's my favorite moment.
Jeff?
Getting Jeff in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
There were two
I'd
cars-
be a little nervous
Oh, you should've
about
seen this
making
scene.
fun of somebody involved in the paranormal.
Oh, it gets worse. We met him at 11 o'clock at night in a deserted parking lot with no lights.
That wasn't deserved.
Pulled into the parking lot.
Now
and
I
there's-
know why he drinks before the show.
There's two cars. There's a car here and there's a car there. We don't know which one is his. So we pull in between the two and we have an argument. Ray thought it was this car,
Hey, you
and
can
I
see
was
people
The one
in
with
the
the
car.
spooky lights going on and off.
the one with the spooky lights was not his car.
Right. Yeah.
That's what happened because
It was the obvious
It was-
car, and it wasn't even his.
it wasn't his. No. And then he came to the window and he said, "This is how all drug deals start,
Or
So-
end.
or end." Yes.
Jeff's
So
got a
we've
show
got-
on Milford TV, by the way, 30-odd minutes.
Oh, cool.
Well, it plays on Milford TV.
So we've got 50 in the can.
50 in the can.
What are you
About 50.
looking towards the next 50?
Bigger.
I think
A
we're
bigger
gonna,
truck?
We're going to introduce.
And Barbara, we need a bigger truck. Put it in the budget.
I can predict a wedding. Possibly we'll introduce.
In the back of the truck?
We'll introduce a child to the series.
We have a,
although that
Cousin
usually
Oliver.
Yes. So we're trying to plan all sorts of things. No, actually, you know what? You never know what's going to happen. We are trying to plan bigger and better guests. Not that our guests haven't been good, but we're
Bigger,
trying. We're
better.
taking
When
it
I
to
say
another
bigger,
level.
I want a small town bigger and better. Yes, I want more local, more.
I was going to say, you invited me, so you got the bigger. I don't know if there's better, but I'm round enough to qualify as bigger.
I think we're looking to maybe head into the city and be able to pick up a
Perfect-
Lenny Clark type.
Perfect
or-
world. Ben Affleck comes to Logan. He needs a ride home. You know,
That's
he
where
hops
we'd
in the,
like the
hops
show
in the
to
back
go.
of the truck and we take him. Yeah, that's where we're trying to
And
go.
then the following week is one of our fellow local musician friends. You know,
Right.
we want to keep that balance, but it'd be great if this became a show that celebrities knew and wanted to
Why
get in
don't
the
we
back.
do Uber?
I was thinking
We
that.
should be
It's in my
Uber.
notes, actually. I have that in my notes.
We could easily get a license for that,
Uber
right?
cab
Yes.
in Milford. I just wonder how much of a demand you're going to have.
You'd be surprised.
Dashboard confessionals. That's the direction we
Yeah.
could go into. Or taxi cab confession. What was it? It was taxi
Pickup truck confession.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, guys, we wish you all the best
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
and be looking forward to seeing the
Season
recap
3.
at season 3 and on.
Appreciate it, Al.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Distracted driving! What a douche.
Beep.
Perfect.
Is that
All
okay?
right, that's perfect. That's
It's
it.
the best. It's distracted driving. Distracted driving. It's distracted driving. Distracted driving.